So anybody familiar with me and my channel will know that it's no secret that I'm a pretty big fan of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at both Disney World and Disneyland in the United States. I've been fortunate enough to visit both those parks a couple of times, and I'm always itching to get back there. And fortunately for me, I was browsing the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge subreddit, and I came across a post by user Trioxin33 who had shared their Fortnite creator world for a custom one-to-one scale rebuild of the Black Spire Outpost, which is located in Galaxy's Edge. So immediately I thought I need to jump into that and share that with my community. So come with me whilst we jump in, take a little look. I'll also share their creator code down below. So if you play Fortnite, you can jump in and take a look yourself. But come on, let's check it out. Okay, so we are in. So it looks like we spawned as if we're approaching Black Spire Outpost from the Rise of the Resistance ride. So it looks like they've only rebuilt Black Spire Outpost itself and not the full Galaxy Edge part, because down here would be some of the other bits and bobs. But let's go and see what we can find. I mean, first and foremost, these Fortnite career maps look pretty good. And interesting that we're in first person. I did select Rey. I thought that would have been very in theme to be running around as Rey. So let's take a look. So we've got the market in front of us. And this would be the area where you do like the Mando meet and greets at the moment. But dude, look at this, dude. And I tell you, being in first person does make it feel a little bit more immersive. And you know what, scale wise, from memory, this is feeling pretty good. I mean, look at this, dude. So this is like the indoor market for Black Spire Outpost. And you come in here, and there would typically be vendors here and vendors there, and various people here. There should be a toilet. A male toilet should be here. Or, sorry, it's like a family changing toilet there and then a male toilet next to it. Doesn't look like we've got the toilet as accessible just now. I'm really impressed by all the wiring across the top here, because it's just like this. It's just like this. It looks great, dude. Let's keep going. Let's keep having a look around. So this is where you get all your shops and stuff. In here you sell like mugs and sipper cups and all sorts. And again, scale-wise, it's pretty good. They've done pretty good with using all like the Fortnite sort of assets to try and recreate the vibe, and it does feel and look sort of color palette-wise really bang on. So these are like toy shops, and there's like a plushie shop that sells loads of creatures along here. Man, I'm really getting the vibe right now. So if I keep we'll keep walking down, we'll come along to Ronto Roasters, and this right here in the actual park is the big pod racer engine cooking away at the meat. Again, they've done a pretty good job at recreating it, and there would typically be a droid here as well, pumping away, keeping the engine going. And along here is where you can get your Ronto wraps, looking pretty tasty. Right, okay, right, so we'll keep it moving. What we'll do is we'll go around towards the Falcon first, and then we'll come back upon ourselves and come past Droid Depot in a minute. Just down these steps so quickly is there's usually some speeders under here, which there is. Wow, they've remade a little speeder there, and up there you can see Kylo, Rey, Chewie, some of the other characters sort of do like little mini shows up there and interact with guests before they start walking around the park. Anyway, back on track. Let's get back over to the main area. So there's Ronto Roasters. Come here. So Savi's lightsaber workshop is down there. We'll go back to that in a minute. So what we'd have here typically is, this would be Docking Bay 7, which is one of the restaurants. This here would be Doc Ondars, which is like in universe it's treated as like a contraband shop. But essentially it's a gift shop, a really good gift shop. And then ahead of us we've got the Millennium Falcon. Right, we'll go down there in a minute, and we'll check out the Falcon and Smuggler's Run in a second. But Docking Bay 7, can we go inside? Doesn't look like we get inside Docking Bay. Or the other door. Nope. Not quite. What is weird is that I'm running around a map of a place that I've been in real life, and I kind of understand where I'm going, especially given that the scale is bang on. But all of this is here, you know, this sort of seating area with the trees is pretty perfect. So okay, we can't go into Docking Bay. I did see some of them were accessible, so I wonder what is, given that it's the same door on the Docking Bay and Doc Ondars, do we think we'd be able to walk into Doc Ondars? Yes. Okay, cool. Right, so immediately, this is bang on. Right here, there's like a mural, typically. Like some cool like Sith and Jedi sort of lore-y stuff on it. And you typically come in here, Doc on dies, and you've got all these like plaques and heads on the wall. That's pretty good, man. Loads of stuff. And Doc himself would be up there. This would be your saber stands and all your sabers for sale. And then along the rest of the walls, you've got all sorts of like cool bits and bobs you can buy. There's clothing, there's accessories. Some on this side, you've got some mugs and stuff. You can buy hyper crystals, which I guess is exactly what this is supposed to be. Holocrons, man, this is very cool. Again, to scale, it feels really like really bang on scale wise. Very impressive. This must have taken this person a long time. A long time. Definitely a labor of love for sure. And they kind of nailed it with these like ceiling lights. It feels pretty bang on from memory. So that was Docks. Okay, really cool that we can check out Docks. Head down towards Smuggler's Run. So again, this flight of stairs feels about the right size. This is where I want to see. I really hope we can get into the Cantina. Ogre's Cantina is my favorite part of Galaxy's Edge. So it looks like, okay, we can't go inside Smuggler's Run. That would have been probably a bit difficult, I would imagine, because there'd be like where the queue wraps around here and then back upon itself. But it's quite cool. These like ducks, it's not too far away from what's actually there. Very, very nice. And then of course we have the Millennium Falcon, which is my favorite photo spot. I'll see if I can share one of those with you guys now. That's awesome, dude. And they've done a good job on the Falcon too. They've done a real good job on the Falcon. Oh, I can hear music. It's coming from Ogres. Nice, we'll go check that out. But yeah, the Falcon looks great. And again, it does feel like really to scale. I've been here a few times now, and it's feeling pretty bang on. I remember in up there is non-accessible in the actual park, but in Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, the VR game, you can be in somebody else's cantina up there looking down on the park. And I always said when I was playing that game, like, I really wish I could run around the park in a virtual game, and here we are. So if we keep going, right, so this would be Ogre's Cantina. I think the most immersive part of the entire area is Ogre's. Do we think we can get in there? It sounds like we can. There was music. And then down there we've got First Order ship. Let's try it. Over it, please. Please work. Yeah, so here we would be in Ogre's Cantina. This is pretty good. So it's got this U shape. That's exactly bang on. Here is like the hyperdrive generator that runs the cantina, and they've kind of recreated that as well. And then over there where we've got our music would be DJ Rex pumping the tunes, and then all the seating and these sort of standing areas. I've only ever had the opportunity to be a standing guest. I've never had a chance to get myself seated because I usually do it as like a walk-in. And most time I've been stood pretty much bang on here, actually at the head of the bar. And then I remember I went to Disneyland and I was way down this end, which wasn't quite as great because you kind of like tucked away near sort of their staffing area where they get back there. But dude, this is done very well. Very well. This looks great. And again, sort of in terms of scale, it feels pretty bang on, to be honest. Nice sneak around the back. Oh, behind the bar. This is really cool. Really, really cool. They've done a great job on this. Right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so we take a left out here. Should be like a flight of stairs here that would take you up to some of these sort of houses. And yeah, they've gone for it. They made it again. You can't get up here in the actual park because it's closed off, but that is pretty accurate. So moving on down. Okay, there would usually be like a Coca-Cola stand there. They sell the little thermal detonator Cokes. These Coke thermal detonators. There's a stand right there. They're dotted around in Galaxy's Edge, but there's definitely one there. Moving down, we've got the blue and green milk stand, which it looks like they have replicated quite well. They have done a very good job there. Got your green milk and your blue milk and the little orbs. Very refreshing on a hot day in Batu. And then over here, so you usually have a couple things. This is the big first order ship, which they've done a very good job. That actually looks better than the Falcon, to be honest with you. A little less complex in its design, so probably a bit easier for them to create. And over here, you would have like the first order surplus, which is full of like Imperial and first order sort of like Stormtrooper inspired gear. Usually would be in there. Now this is interesting. So if you were at Disneyland in Anaheim, this would just be a wall with a big first order banner on it, I think. However, in Disney World, it's also no longer anything, but it used to be the entrance to the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, but that's since been closed off and blocked off since they've shut down the hotel. But very, very cool. And then I've got to make sure I'm not getting my wires crossed. In Disneyland, the one in Anaheim, this would be one of the exits / entrances, whereas in Disney World, I believe this is closed off and you come in from a different location instead. So let's keep moving past the blue milk stand up in this area. There's usually some droids along here. There's like a little R2 unit and a bunch of sort of other scrap droids hanging here. I believe there are some toilets here. I don't think I've ever used them, but I think here there is male and female toilets. This is the back of Droid Depot usually. Keep it moving. And then if you're in Disney, just making sure I'm getting my facts right. If you're in Disney World, you would exit around here and it would take you to Toy Story Land. Again, I think this is now blocked off in Disneyland. They have slightly different entrances and exits on this side of the park. And right here where that blue strip is would be Droid Depot. Can you get inside that door? It glows, but I don't know if I can interact with that. No, I don't think I can. Again, probably quite complex to build some of the internal parts. But right here, they've got some droids that they tried to make. Hey, that Gonk droid looks great. But yeah, right here, usually there are like 4 droids stood there behind the little fence. So that's that's quite cool. I'll keep rolling around there. So we're looping back on ourselves now. That's where we came from. There's the little speeder sort of stand area. And up here would be the entrance to Savvy's workshop. Right in there. So Savvy's is the one thing I've never done in Galaxy's Edge. I've just never got around to it. I've built a droid. I've been on both rides. I've been to the Cantina. I've been in the docking bay. I've been in Dock On. I've done everything. I've never been in Savvy's. So if this door works, it will be my first time in Savvy's workshop. But I'm hoping to get out there soon. I'm trying to sort of plan a trip out to probably Disney World rather than Disneyland. But we're moving house at the moment, so it's not so easy to just book a trip out to Galaxy's Edge. But let's find out. Oh, it worked. Okay, so this is new for me. Come in, it's like a little sort of pre-screening room, I guess, and then I have seen videos of it, so this will be where you build your sabers. Oh, dude, this is kind of cool. You got little parts hanging around. This is very cool. I can see what they're like gone for different sort of like saber shafts and stuff, I'm going to assume. This is awesome. So again, I've not done this yet, but I believe what happens is you come in, you all sort of stand around this table whilst the Savvy staff sort of like walk around and like give you your parts and stuff. And then you crack on, you pick all your parts, you pick your kyber crystals, you'll make your sabers, and then you put them in, the staff come around and turn them, which basically like ignites them, I think. And then I believe Yoda speaks to you through the Force and sort of gives you like a little spiel about, you know, having a connection to the Force and your lightsaber being a sacred weapon and so on. And then you lift them up, get a really cool moment, and then off you go. But wow. So again, I'm going to assume this is to scale like everything else here, but I've never been in Savvy's to give you a first-hand account. But it's very snug, that's for sure. So let's get back out of here and see what else we've got. So that's Savvy's, and then I guess if we probably come back out here toward Docking Bay Docks and Ronto Roasters. So let's check this out. This is like an outside seating area for Docking Bay. Again, you'd walk out of this door here and then pretty much bang on. This is like basically perfect. So that's back into Ronto's, but if we go around this way instead, we can loop back on ourselves. So there's nothing really much along here other than some seating. You just, you know, another part of the park to walk around. And then if you come up here and take a right, it brings you back into the beginning area of the market. And then that would be it. You could be back into the market. You would continue walking this way. You would come past the Mando and Grogu sort of photo opportunity area, and you'd walk on down and you'd head off to Rise of the Resistance, which would be the path would continue going. There wouldn't be a wall here, and away you would go. In both parks, it was exactly the same. So there we have it, dude. Wow, I'm actually kind of like semi-nostalgic, I guess. It really has invoked the feeling of walking around the park for me a little bit. But this was super cool. If you enjoyed this one, please drop a thumbs up. And like I say, I will leave the creator code. I'll put it down in the video here so you guys can come and check it out yourselves. I may have to do this with some friends because you can invite friends into these worlds, of course, in Fortnite. It might be quite fun to run around together. But anyway, I've been Parallel. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I say, please drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you loved it, please consider subbing to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.